I'm Keith Porter, President and CEO of the Stanley Center for Peace and Security.
Ginger Zener, project engineer for Graham Construction.
My name is Mike Kirker. I'm with Blackhawk Roof Company.
My name is Brandon Fettis. I'm an architectural designer with Newman Munson Architects. I worked on the Stanley Center as a designer with this project and also a sort of a consultant for the Living Building Challenge.
So the Stanley Center tackles some of the biggest threats to humankind. Right now we're focused on climate change, mass violence and atrocity prevention, and nuclear weapons policy. When we started thinking about a permanent location for the center, we've never had our own office in over 60 years that we've been around. We really started thinking about how we could put those core values into action in a decision-making process around a building. But we really didn't know what that meant. And it wasn't until we really got into the conversation with our architects that we learned about the Living Building Challenge and just how much it really lined up with our values.
When Stanley Center came to us, we actually felt that Living Building would fit right in with meeting their goals.
This is the first project of its kind in the state of Iowa, and it's going to be monumental. It's one of the most sustainable buildings in the world. There are only 30 that have reached that accreditation so far, and this is going to be number 31. There are 7 petals that go into reaching accreditation or certification for LBC. Graham Construction is predominantly charged with the materials petal. And to that, we have to track every material that leaves the building and every material that comes into the building. It has to be vetted for Red List compliance and approved before we bring it in. And that goes down to the smallest screws to the largest roofing systems.
With the roof in particular, there are all kinds of options out there. There are products that are very common, that are used all over the world, but there are very, very few that met the rigorous standards that we have. And GAF really helped us solve this problem, not only by providing the right material, but working with us on the timeline, helping us meet the schedule, and that really made all the difference in bringing this project together in a way that, that met our needs.
When I was estimating this project, I started out by going pretty thoroughly through the spec with Graham to make sure I had a full grasp of what they were looking for. Fortunately, GAF had a majority of their products already pre-approved and red to green.
One of the other intricacies of this roof is that we have a very massive solar array on the roof, as well as we are required to capture all the rainwater that falls on the building. So that requires a very specific material. It just so happens that the Everguard TPO Extreme has been known to be used for this. So we're meeting a lot of alignments all at once, making it a pretty easy choice to make.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to look at another project going forward the same way, because I'll always be thinking, well, even if a project can't do everything to this level, everybody can do something.
The Living Building Challenge is fantastic, and I'm really glad that we're aiming for that. And I hope that all other buildings actually aim for that level of excellence and that level of environmental sustainability and positive impact. But I also know that, short of that, there will be any number of ripple effects. There will be all kinds of other much smaller things that happen that will be a positive thing for the environment, a good thing for the earth that come out of this project.